Indians. Just taking a gentle pace into the stadium. Off they go, led by a bowls player, Siti Zalina Ahmed. She's aiming to be the first Malaysian to win 3 gold medals.
Yet again, another country that has strong links with India, with a lot of Indians, ethnic Indians in Malaysia.
They've got a large team as well, Malaysia. Take part in lots of sports, some of the team sports as well. Got 1 or 2 defending champions in badminton. The singles champion, Lee Chong Wei, is back to try and win his 2nd gold medal.
And now it's time to welcome Maldives.
Another of South Asian countries, Maldives, a group of islands that is threatened by global warming, of course. They're very, very worried there, the president for sure. It's a small team here. And the flag bearer is Muina Mohammed, who's a table tennis player.
Didn't they hold a cabinet meeting underwater before the UN conference on climate change?
It was actually underwater, I think, Steve.
Yes, and just to try and draw attention to the very fact that you've said
they're very worried that they're going to be underwater soon, and they're actually buying land elsewhere, just in case.
That could catch on, that idea.
The Maltese, led by Rebecca Madyson, silver medalist in the women's clay pigeon trap back in 2006. There she is. They have 21 athletes competing in 5 sports here in Delhi.
Our next guests are Mauritius.
Another Indian Ocean island, again with a lot of ethnic Indians who are from Mauritius, and I think a lot of our audience back in England will resonate with this island. This is flag bearer Richarno Colin, who's a boxer, and there's a small team here of just 55 who are they're going to be competing in 7 sports. It's a beautiful island, I believe. I haven't been.
Richarno Colin carrying the flag, light welterweight, went to the Olympics, reached the last 16s. He's a good boxer. Had some good athletes over the years. Remember Stephen Buckland from Mauritius a few years ago, almost stole the World Championship title back in 2001 when Christian Malcolm was in that race as well. Christian Malcolm will be here for Wales, of course. We'll be seeing them later on.
Three of the home teams still to come. Northern Ireland won't be too long before they come in, and then Scotland and Wales to follow towards the end of this parade. Peter Semper leading the way for Montserrat, one of the Leeward Islands in the Eastern Caribbean. Population there of just 6,000.
Please extend a warm welcome to Mozambique.
Here's an interesting entrant here, Mozambique, because Mozambique actually has no formal historical link to Britain, but was admitted to the Commonwealth in 1995. One of the athletes, Kurt Kuto, is the flag bearer.
He must be a popular lad. He got that job in Beijing as well. A lot of the teams actually vote to decide who's going to carry the flag for them. Some of them are appointed by their officials, but lots of them these days do have a little vote, which I think is right. Well,
Namibia?
Sorry, Hugh, I was just to say that whenever you see the flag in Namibia, we always think of one person and one person only, Frankie Fredericks, the great Frankie Fredericks. I don't know why you become... Frankie's just... There's always... He has this... The great gets put in front of his name all the time. The great Frankie Fredericks. Lovely man.
Oh, the drummers are back out.
The boxer.
Sorry.
And as Tinku was saying...
All the drummers are coming back out again. All the tribal drummers here.
So as we have the parade of athletes around the rim of the arena, if you like, as Tinker was saying, being filled now with thousands of drummers in the center of this arena. The Namibians are in. Nauru, being led by Ite Detanamo, who's a weightlifter. Nauru, which was first known as Pleasant Island, became the world's smallest republic in 1968. All their medals so far been in weightlifting.
There was a great little story that the new president of Nauru is Marcus Stevens, who's won 7 gold medals in weightlifting, and the weightlifters have said, we're now absolutely convinced we're going to go to every games now with proper funding because the president is behind us, and why not? Well, this is New Zealand coming in, and they'll have a big team here, 191 athletes, and carrying the flag for them. We've mentioned netball on a couple of occasions. This is Irene Van Dyke, actually competed initially for South Africa, now over 100 caps in netball for New Zealand, and she was one of the great images of the last games when they beat Australia in the final. The Silver Ferns will be going for another gold medal. And as the New Zealand team come in, I think Sonali has got a couple of the England team members with her down at the trackside, as I'd call it.
Joined now by Anthony Clark and Mariana Agathangalou, badminton players for England. What's it like being here for Delhi 2010 inside the Nehru Stadium for the opening ceremony?
It's an amazing feeling. Coming to any games and taking part in the opening ceremony is awesome. You know, it's the kick-start to the games. Everybody's dead excited, and obviously tomorrow we start competing, and this is just the start of, you know, bigger and better things to come.
It's good that you've come despite the fact that you're competing tomorrow.
Yeah, well, hopefully we should be all right tomorrow, and you know, this is a massive experience for anyone to have, and you know, it's going to have an impact on how we're going into the games, and we're all just feeling really excited and motivated now, so it's really cool.
And everyone happy with the athletes' village now?
It's great. You know, obviously there was all the speculation of what it was going to be like, but it's been fantastic. The food's great, everything's as it kind of should be, and you know, we're just ready to compete now.
And what's team morale been like? It must be amazing, the atmosphere, now that most people are here.
Yeah, it's wicked. Most of the athletes have come now, so the athletes' village is buzzing, and as a badminton team, we all get on really well and we're proper tight, so yeah, we're just going in really positive.
Well, the best of luck for the badminton. Enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Good to hear from some of the England team who've already taken their places here in the Nehru Stadium. The Nigerians joining us now, led by Faith Obiora, who competes in the para table tennis. 3 of the 4 goals picked up in 2006 were by athletes with a disability. Nigeria having a very busy year because celebrating 50 years of independence this year.
There was some worry about the para athletes because of the accommodation, but I think they've sorted all those out now.
Just a few minutes to go before the athletes of Northern Ireland join us here in the stadium.
Well, the parade now switches to a clockwise direction, and leading them is the small team from the South Pacific, Paradise Island, it says in front of me here, of Nui, and I'm sure it is. They have a very strong relationship with New Zealand, and they say their flag, the yellow of the flag, represents the warmth of their relationship with New Zealand.
Well, they competed for the first time just in 2002, so they're recent comers. Population, wait for this, of just 1,300 people in the South Pacific.
Coming into the stadium now is our
Gives you a
next
decent chance of getting in the rugby team, though.
Island.
Another nation with a very small population, Norfolk Island, population of just over 2,000. Their only medal so far in the games in 1994 in the ladies' bowls. Duncan Gray, the squash player who's been chosen to represent his small nation.
Well, Duncan's 52, still playing squash. Good on you, Duncan.